Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the new chapter, Ratio and Proportion. Now, this is again a very significant chapter in maths, or you may call it algebra. This is very commonly used in our day-to-day life. Unknowingly, we do compare most of the physical quantities. So, ratio and proportion, as the name says. First, we will be dealing with ratio. Try to understand the definition of ratio. Then we will go on to proportion. Now, ratio is comparison or relation between two physical quantities of same kind and in the same unit. Ratio can be expressed by dividing the first quantity by the second quantity, and it has got no unit. For example, if A is equals to 5 kg and B is equals to 7 kg, then ratio of A is to B is A upon B equals to 5 kg upon 7 kg equals to 5 upon 7 or 5 is to 7. We represent ratio either in numerator upon denominator form, or we represent by two dots and we read it as 5 is to 7. Now, I hope you would have understood what is ratio. That is, whenever you are comparing any two physical quantities, you are trying to take ratio of these two quantities. For example, height, weight, and many other things. Even your marks, like maths marks, if you are comparing, then obviously it is you are taking ratio. First term is called antecedent, second term is called consequent. Now, comparison of ratios. This is a very common problem asked in every exercise of the ratio. Method 1. Method 1 is very simple, as we do it in fractions, one and the same. That is converting into decimals. That is, first convert them into decimals and then start comparing the decimal value. That is, whichever is greater decimal value will be considered greater ratio. Method 2. Making consequent of the given ratios equal and then comparing antecedents. Whichever antecedent is greater will be called as greater ratio. Now, in fact, if you remember, when we were doing fractions, we were told make the denominator same. And when we make the denominator same, we are actually trying to compare numerators by making denominators equal. Same is the case here. So, take out LCM and then multiply by the same number to convert the denominator into LCM. And when you are converting, obviously numerator also is to be converted, and then we compare the complete fraction, whichever is greater numerically speaking, that is, whichever numerator is greater will be called as greater fraction. Now, method 3. Multiplication of first term of the first ratio by the second term of the second ratio, and vice versa, and then compare the product. This is just as cross multiplication method. That is, two ratios are there, you multiply this into this and this into this, and then whatever values you are getting on left hand side and right hand side, whichever value is greater is said to be the greater ratio. These are the three basic methods. We'll be making use of it in the exercise. I hope you have understood, all three of you. In fact, you are already familiar with them. You have used at least first two methods you have used in your fractions. if not the third one. Now we'll start with exercise and make use of this knowledge in exercise. Good morning, students. Now I am going to start with exercise 8.1. I hope you have got the concept of ratio as I explained you just now. Now we are trying to find out the ratio for question number 1 because the question says find the ratio between the following if possible. Now here if possible is very significant. What does it mean is that you will have to see whether is it possible or not. Now question number 1A part. Question is rupees 273 and rupees 117. Now both the quantities are in the same ratio, same units, that is rupees. So if you cancel 273 by 3, you are getting 91. Similarly, denominator, cancel it by 3, you are getting 39. Now again you can cancel it by 13. 13 3s are 39, 13 7s are 91. Therefore, finally 7 upon 3 is the fraction obtained, which can be either left like that only, or you can change it to ratio form, that is 7 2 dots, and we read it as 7:3. This is how you are going to complete the sum. Now B part. Ratio of 480 grams and 210 kilogram is not possible because obviously you cannot compare two things, one in kilogram, the other one in kilometer. I hope you have got this concept. This is a general knowledge. Kilogram is you are measuring by weight and kilometer is you are measuring by distance. So both the things are different here. Both the physical quantities are different. How can you compare two different type of physical quantities? Hence, second one is not possible. Now comes question number 2C. In question number 2C, you have to find the greater ratio. Now question is 14 upon 23 and 31 upon 46. Now I am doing it by the method of making denominator same. So if I make the denominator same, I am getting first ratio 14 upon 23 as 28 upon 46 by multiplying numerator and denominator both by 2, because 46 is the required LCM for both of them. Hence, now first ratio is 28 upon 46 and second ratio is 31 upon 46. And now you can compare both of these because denominators are same. Hence 31 is definitely more than 28. Therefore this implies 14 upon 23 is smaller ratio than 31 upon 46. I hope the sum is very clear to you. Children, if you have still any doubt, you may ask during interactive session.